As we move on to our second pro matchup, we have Jahn out of Evolution Submission Grappling up against Nick Toscano. And Nick, I said it right, Nick Toscano out of Momentum BJJ, a 165-pound pro matchup. This is Nick's, I believe, I could be wrong about this, 5th event in a row that he's competed for HCS.
Wow.
It might be 4, but it's at least 4. He is an active competitor. And not only does he compete, he's refed for us. He's always around. And that stretch he was going through us, he competed every weekend. I believe it was 7 weekends in a row.
7 weekends in a row.
And he got a break, and now he's had a break since our last card.
And now
he's back.
Do you see his rash guard?
Oh, he's got his signature. He's breaking it out. He hasn't worn that here before, but if you follow Nick on Instagram, you'll see it. And when we cut to them, you might be able to see him on the side there. His signature Italian hand emoji is up and ready to go. Beautiful rash guard out of Nick. If you can see him pacing there, look at there it is, the emoji rash guard as we clean up the mats.
We see some great kits today. That is the best.
Yes, absolutely. There it is. Look at the zoom in. How you doing? Cameraman knows what he's doing over there. Absolutely. Got to make sure we keep the mats clean. We've been talking about Savvy Fit soaps all day, keep the body clean. Best way to do that, have a clean mat. Yes. So we're doing that for the fighters, but it looks like we're all set. Blood's cleaned up. The duck farmer ready to get us going. Miranda roughing it up. Kyle in the black and purple with...
Has Kyle competed here before?
I haven't personally seen him.
Okay.
So if he has, it's one of like the 2 events I haven't been to.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I don't think so because he doesn't have a record listed here. Nick is 2-3 inside the circle, coming off a win. And he's competed with some of the best of the best. He was Andrew Cockle's toughest match in our last Grand Prix.
Oh, nice shot. He's still on the shot. How nice.
That one knee pad looks like it's seen better days. Not on the knee either, so it might just be a style choice at this point. Nice little scramble here. Always count on Nick to have the fresh cut coming to the circle.
Like a nice amount of pressure on the head here. Not letting Kyle really be able to move.
Only issue I have with Kyle is I don't think his outfit matches.
No.
Too many things going on.
I mean, it was no matter what, he was taking that L.
Yeah, he wasn't going to win the match, but it would have been nice if we had some purple shorts or something. As everyone who has tuned into HCS before knows, very critical of what the fighter's wearing, and if you want to impress me and get me on your side, you wear something fun.
Uh-oh.
Next from Nick, I want to see him with that emoji all over shorts. Like I want just a bunch of them all over.
It just gets crazier and crazier every time.
No one will ever beat Bo Bowie. Shout out Bo Bowie. I know you're tuned in. Singlet extraordinaire.
Nick wrestles back up and pushes him to the wall. That's what I was asking about Kyle, because I wonder how the veterans do against.
Yeah, we've definitely seen people step inside the circle immediately, figure it out, and be good with the style. And especially those with a wrestling past tend to do a little bit better, or maybe even MMA fighter as well with the wall. But a lot of times, again, Drew versus John, who I'm not sure John's ever competed here.
I'm not sure either.
If he has, definitely not as much as Drew.
Yeah.
And Drew calculated that match. You could tell that was something he's thinking about the whole time.
That was a well planned out
I would venture to say that Drew even going in was like, I want to win an overtime 3.
Yeah,
like
it looked like it.
Yeah, he might have just been like, this is where I'm winning.
Definitely looked like part of the plan. And then when he saw the arm bar, it was almost like a gift. Interesting. We're switching positions here. Kyle's now on top.
3:30 remains here.
Nick does a good job getting back to his open guard, and then Kyle tries to pass. Right back to wrestling. Ooh,
nice duck. Nice. Right into the wall. Beautiful work there from Kyle.
Shot him right on the ground. That was awesome.
Applying the pressure. Nice shot
Now
from
he
Nick.
goes, wow.
But nice hips there from
Yeah.
Kyle. Good whizzer. Again, apologies for using the wrestling terminology. I'm not sure if all wrestling terminology translates to jiu-jitsu, but that's what I call it. Because I call this a cradle. I call this a cradle.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing here, but
It's a cradle.
Yeah, it's cradle.
Kyle's doing a nice job using his knees and shins on Nick's when Nick's sitting on his butt, which is making it a little bit difficult for Nick to set anything up.
And this is a nice back and forth here, different than the first one where it was slower, calculated, not too much going on. This is back and forth action this entire time. And this one, I don't know who's... They're going back and forth.
They keep flip-flopping.
Who's being the dominant one here and who might have that advantage in overtime. So you're gonna lean the vet, but
Yeah.
it'll be tough to see and exciting to see in that overtime.
And
if we get there.
They're definitely equal on shooting on each other.
Yeah, so like they both got that wrestling mentality, it looks like. That background to either prevent a shot at least.
Right.
But even if you're not the better wrestler, you can usually stop a takedown in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, right. Which
at least to the point of getting to your guard.
They both have.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting to see what Kyle tries to do here. He's trying to pull Nick in. Can't really knee slice with how Nick has his knee in there. There you go. The last couple of times, Nick optioned to actually stand up and wrestle. This time he's staying down, and now he's coming up with the single, as I say that. And Kyle rolls him right into the pole.
As we go out of bounds.
Wow. And that's why he put the matting on the poles. Nice. And there, Nick's going back now with his.
Yeah, we do.
And then Nick with his passes. So now we literally flip-flop again.
Yep. Both of them seem good at everything the other one's good at.
Yes. Equaling each other out.
It seems like very similar styles, similar strengths and weaknesses. So it's definitely going to be something interesting to see.
But Nick got the knee slice there, pressuring with the knee on belly, what Kyle couldn't do.
30 seconds left.
Kyle trying to force that mount.
And this might be the first moment we've seen someone get to, and we're back in half, but it might be the first moment we saw anyone even get to a position of dominance. So
that was as close as we come. But
and it will be interesting to see if that gives Nick some confidence, maybe.
Yeah.
As we get later in, especially towards that ADCC.
But Nick's definitely putting the pressure on right now.
And also, I mean, we're going to see how fatigue factors in because, again, 6 minutes of this pace.
This was high pace.
And then we got this EBI coming up, and if we both survive that, that's now 8 minutes in before we get to this ADCC.
Wow.
And the pace that they've been putting on, I mean.
Yeah. It was from watching it for the first time, and if there's first-time viewers seeing the amateurs to, like you were saying, to the pro level, it is really.
Yeah, there's definitely a jump there.
Yeah. For the armbar.
Interesting. And again, this is someone who's played in this overtime several times, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's aware of the differences and the cautions and whatever. So,
I also wonder if he felt something.
You got to trust him in thinking this is something he can get to. And maybe he just knows time doesn't matter in the first one.
Right.
So it's like, all right, if he gets out in 5 seconds, gets out in 5 seconds.
Right. Oh, Kyle comes
whatever.
out.
But then if he gets the submission, it really opens things up.
And there it is.
Which he does get. Great armbar there from Nick. And that, again, that's the veteran knowing his strength weaknesses, knowing how this works. And good little play here. Now, Kyle's going to have to find a submission now. He can't just ride him out. So if you're Nick, especially now with him taking the back, tuck your chin and hope, you know, you don't have to survive. And we're underway. Minute to work here. Kyle has to find the submission to extend this.
Nick's fighting. Oh, Kyle's doing a good job keeping his arm under, keeping his shoulders on top of him. He's literally pulling his face back on top of him. Nick's trying really hard to get those shoulders to the mat.
And there it is. Nick Toscano drops the hammer. The armbar submission in overtime 1. Nick Toscano, your winner. Great matchup there. Great back and forth. just absolute competitors leaving it on the line. That was a great one. And that was a mix of that amateur like pace and aggression, but still in a calculated way.
Was that the first time we saw the armbar win?
I think so.
Right?
I think today is the first time we've seen that, yeah.